Is the world always telling you to be happy or else you're a loser? Is the pursuit of happiness just a big scam? Let's find out in this video. I recently came across a quote that said, "Those only are happy who have their minds fixed on some object other than their own happiness." We normally believe that if we placed importance on pursuing happiness, that is, if we valued happiness, then we will become happy. Generally, it works well for other goals in life, like for example, if you valued success at work, then you will work hard and achieve it. So, valuing excellence at work results in success. If we apply the same logic to happiness, valuing happiness should result in greater happiness, right? Actually, no. And it's not me who is saying so. It's the research. It says that overemphasizing the pursuit of happiness, in short, trying too hard to be happy when you're already happy, can work against you and cause greater levels of unhappiness. When we think that being happy is very important, we set certain standards of happiness that are very difficult to obtain, which is why we feel disappointed. This is like the happiness paradox. Research says that in relatively positive situations, like when a person has every reason to be happy and he does not feel happy, the person feels disappointed. For example, it's your birthday and you know that you have to be happy, but that sort of creates a pressure on you to be happy, and instead what happens is you will feel unhappy. So in this way, the pursuit of happiness actually becomes the pressure of happiness, and I have felt this pressure too. I read a lot of self-help books, and so I know that I should be happy, I should have positive thoughts all the time, and this kind of creates a pressure on me to maintain that kind of attitude. And it's humanly not possible to be happy all the time. So this research kind of gives me a relief and makes me realize that we should all stop telling ourselves what to feel. Thankfully, more research has been done in this area. An interesting experiment was carried out by Schooler and colleagues in 2003. They told a group of people that they had to make themselves as happy as possible while they listened to a piece of music. And the second group was given no such instructions. Ironically, the first group reported feeling less happy than the second group. So this tells us that placing importance on being happy does not necessarily make you happy. In fact, under certain conditions, the opposite might be true. And that is what is seen in research. Under low stress conditions, the more people valued happiness, the lower was their psychological well-being and life satisfaction. This research also tells us that telling people to focus on being as happy as possible might not be the best strategy. And many self-help books do just that. They tell people that you have to be as happy as possible. You know, sometimes negative emotions are also important. Several studies have shown that experiencing both positive and negative emotions is beneficial for our well-being. Negative emotions are not always bad. If you are experiencing both positive and negative emotions, it means that you have that emotional clarity. But in a world that is obsessed with being happy, we are told that if you are experiencing negative emotions, it means that there is some problem with you. So instead of dealing with the issues that are making us unhappy, we look for instant solutions. We confuse pleasure with happiness and fall into bad habits. So you may be thinking, if we are not supposed to chase happiness, how can we achieve happiness? After all, that is what we all want, right? Coming back to the quote, it might be helpful for us to not have our minds fixed on happiness. We must relieve ourselves of that burden to feel happy all the time and accept negative experiences as a part of life. It's important to note that this research doesn't say that valuing happiness is always self-defeating. Valuing happiness can lead to greater happiness if people are given the right tools to regulate their emotions. We should try to prioritize positivity instead of happiness. In 2020, a study was published where they divided participants into two groups, people who prioritized happiness and people who prioritized positivity. People who prioritized happiness agreed with statements like, "I'm concerned about my happiness even when I feel happy." And if I don't feel happy, maybe there's something wrong with me. They also agreed with statements like, I see myself as failing in life when feeling depressed or anxious. Those who prioritized positivity agreed with statements like, I structure my day to maximize my happiness, and I look for and nurture my positive emotions. The result was that people who prioritized happiness were more likely to struggle when faced with negative emotions. So, as research shows, it's important to experience both positive and negative emotions. It's important to normalize that it's okay to feel sad some days and it's okay to feel happy other days. What matters is that you feel all of your emotions and move through them instead of being stuck. Also, I think that instead of placing that much importance on happiness, we should focus on personal growth and continuous improvement. For example, nurturing positive habits like maintaining a gratitude journal, exercising, and eating well. All of these things are definitely under our control, and I have experienced that when I'm following all of these good habits, I'm less likely to be affected by what happens in my external surroundings. Also, when I'm completely focused on my work, when I'm in that state of flow, I don't even think about whether I'm happy or not. I'm just enjoying that moment. So I think that instead of chasing happiness, we should chase personal growth. Happiness is just a byproduct of it. So tell me what you think about this research in the comment section. And if you want to work on your personal growth, I have posted some videos on it. Please do check them out, and if you like them, please subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends. I'll see you very soon. Bye.